Good morning, beautiful people. I'm Wayne, and I'm an alcoholic. This is One Sober to Another. I had the privilege of my friend Dan calling yesterday all the way from LA, California. Daniel helped me out of some sticky situations in the past, and perhaps he shouldn't have, but he did. And he is one of my greatest friends, and I always look forward to hearing from him, and it was awesome to hear from him yesterday. Even though I was working out, I still took the call anyway, because that's what I do here, One Sober to Another. I make myself available to anybody who reaches out. And he wasn't necessarily reaching out, but it was awesome to hear from him and learn that his family is doing well, and he's doing just great. Later on, I'll tell you about how he and I came to be good friends and some of the events that surrounded it. But for now, today's daily reflection for November 14th, 2020, intuition and inspiration. Let's get it. Well, let's get into this. Are you ready for it? Here we go. We ask God for inspiration, an intuitive thought or decision. We relax and we take it easy. We don't struggle. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 86. I invest my time in what I truly love. Step 11 is a discipline that allows me and my higher power to be together, reminding me that with God's help, intuition and inspiration are possible. Practice of the steps brings on self-love in a consistent attempt to improve my conscious contact with the higher power. I am subtly reminded of my unhealthy past with its patterns of grandiose thinking and false feelings of omnipotence. When I ask for the power to carry out God's will for me, I am made aware of my powerlessness. Humility and a healthy self-love are compatible, a direct result of working step 11. Well, you don't believe in God. I've heard that a lot recently. Something is working in your life. Something is bringing you the joys in your life. Something is guiding you around those hard decisions that bog you down. When I'm reminded of my unhealthy past and how grandiose I was and how everything became about me, I'm also reminded that there is a way to change that pattern through God's will. You know, I just thought about it. If you don't believe in God, how can it be God's will? Well, you know, something, as I said, is guiding your decision making, and something is bringing you to sobriety, and something is making you a better person. Everything you are doing, and this is not preaching, this is just putting it into context. Everything that you were doing in your past wasn't working. So you decided to stop drinking or stop using, right? All by yourself? I hardly doubt that. And why? Because I drank for 23 years and I did not have that power to stop by myself, and I had to surrender my will over to the care of God as I understood Him. And the kind of foundation that made for me was something that I had to be selfless about. I had to give up my idea that I am so important and I am so smart, and I had to tear away those things that bring me resentments and those things that keep me in the past in order to move forward. And if that makes sense for you, you can hit a thumbs up or drop a comment. I mean, it's cool because someone else is going to benefit from it. So I invest my time in what I truly love. Step 11, a discipline that allows me and my higher power to be together. You might not be working the 12 steps. You might be doing something different for your sobriety, and something else might be keeping you sober. But a relationship, a spiritual relationship with your higher power, is going to help guide that process and make that process a little more fluid and have more strength in order to pull you through those rough times when everything is not great. And you'll be able to share that with somebody else. That's how it worked for me. I was able to take what I know and build upon a spiritual foundation. And spirituality might not be your thing. You got where I'm going by now with this, right? Follow me. And, being able to have that relationship and to be able to connect with my higher power has helped me develop a better sense of myself. And self-love is what really is part of the healing process. I talked a little bit about it, being able to sit with yourself and being able to be comfortable with yourself. And this is where this lies, is that if you're able to love yourself for who and what you are, you actually have that ability to finally love somebody else truly and be able to build in relationships. That doesn't have to be a wife or a husband or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever. It just means normal human relationships, because I definitely didn't have any in my drinking history. And it's kind of rough for me, now because I'm quite in between being an American and being in Germany, so I really, and I don't have the army anymore. I'm connected to certain parts, through my friends, but that's about it. So I have to have this love of myself in order to grow and to be stronger and to keep my recovery thriving and progress, because really that's where it goes, is that if I'm not progressing or moving forward or taking action, then I become stagnant and a little bit ponded, and I would, end up in the same places, so to speak. And I'm not going back there, not without a fight. You know what I'm saying? So when I ask for the power to carry out God's will for me, I am made aware of my powerlessness. So my higher power has a bigger picture for me, and my higher power, it might not be yours, but my higher power, God, is guiding me in this path that I have right now, and this journey that I'm on in order to bring these messages to you. And really, based on the views on my channel, I don't know, maybe I'm promoting it wrong, but on my channel is very minimal, and that's all right, because somebody is benefiting from what God's plan is for me. And I know that every day that I try to struggle and try to fight against it, I'm literally fighting myself. And I've been through that struggle as well, and I went through that struggle for the better part of my life, really, be it childhood or active alcoholism, all of that, addiction at times, depending. I'm not really going to throw that out there either yet. I'm probably rambling on, but these thoughts come in sporadic ways, and I'm just going to put them out there. I'm not a counselor or a doctor, and I'm definitely not an amazing speaker, but I am here to carry out my higher power's will for me, and that is, being able to deliver the things that have happened to me in order for somebody to maybe not make the same mistakes, or, maybe they can just relate to what I'm putting out, to what I'm saying, and it will help them, along their journey as well. And that's what it means for me, folks. I'm here for you. And so with step 11, and if you're not an AA, check it out. Check out the big book, or just Google step 11. Like I said about step 10. And you will see that there is some stuff in there that can benefit you, whether or not you work the 12 steps or whether or not you believe in God. Your stepping stones are there for you. And intuition and inspiration come to me through my higher power. I'm able to navigate things as they come along, and I'm able to, funnel ideas and and find inspiration in places that I didn't think that I ever would. And I get to be here talking to you guys. You know, that's what daily reflections, that's what daily reflections and growth for me is all about. This one did not have much detail, and I don't apologize for it, because that's what I woke up to do. And now I'm gonna finish this coffee because it's part of my pre-workout, and then I'm going to work out. After that, I don't know, I might go shoot another video. Who knows? Put it up on the channel and hope for about 30 views. I don't know. You guys are awesome. Most people don't watch this long. I'm not feeling like a failure, but yeah, I will keep on keeping on. You know what I mean? So, life's a garden, dig it. Today's daily reflection is, you know, a little bit different for me, because the traditional God thing is not my thing. You know, the religion God. But God is for me, you know, knowing that there's something greater than myself, and there definitely is. So that's some stuff to chew on, folks, and I hope you have a great day. I'm one sober to another. I'll see you in the next one.